Welcome to another episode of IPL Auction Retention. इतना ज़्यादा smile इसलिए है because we are discussing the Chennai Super Kings, and with Chennai Super Kings comes MS Dhoni.
Thala.
Another season,
Thala.
another season.
Another season could be last season, could be
अब मुझे लगता है वो रिटायर
could
नहीं
be
होगा.
even more.
Now he's
He will
not
play
going to
till
retire.
50. He will become the first player in history to play
He'll
IPL.
keep on playing यार. Uncapped हो गए हैं धोनी सर अब. Imagine Dhoni being an uncapped player.
इस पे we had a debate also, and how I thought it was unfair to other franchises, but okay.
There's no thing as unfair when you talk about MS Dhoni, Siddhant.
See, I'm a big Dhoni fan, and I agree.
I am a big Dhoni fan as well.
Seeing
IPL
him
without Dhoni isn't IPL at all. I just want to
Legend.
see. मैं कह रहा हूँ भाई तुम कीपिंग में मत करो.
अरे
एक वो 2 ओवर के लिए बैटिंग करने आ जाओ.
Have you figured out some Thala for a reason? Pointers in your video. maybe कहीं तो 7 बना दो, कुछ भी Thala for a reason. But guys, have to say, MS Dhoni returning for another season, irrespective of whatever happens, we want to keep enjoying that aspect, right?
The moment of the IPL would be when he walks out to bat again.
Again, people.
I want to see that. I want to experience
But
that.
do you think CSK will get the same kind of support they got last season, because everybody thought that it could be Dhoni's last season?
They will.
And then yellow army everywhere.
I'm a huge KKR fan, but then when Dhoni comes out to bat, ना
सब धोनी को सपोर्ट करते हैं.
बस खत्म है, फिर खत्म.
CSK हार जाए KKR से, लेकिन धोनी मारेगा.
Let's not make it into an MS Dhoni discussion. यार थोड़ा सा control करते हैं, because this will keep popping up यार. Whenever Dhoni's name comes up, ना थोड़ा emotions बह जाते हैं. But then that's okay. That happens with every Indian and some foreigners as well, I'm sure. But Chennai Super Kings have made 5 retentions, can use 1 right to match card. They have 55 crores in their purse. I think it's not a lot of money that they are going into the auction with, but then still they have retained that core with Ravindra, Jadeja there, with Shivam, Dube there, with MS Dhoni there, Ruturaj, Gaikwad, their captain there, and also they have Matheesha, Pathirana.
I'm saying, see, Jadeja, Gaikwad, Dhoni, 3 we knew they're gonna be retained for sure. Dube also, because the kind of impact we saw from him. Pathirana again, the kind of impact we saw. So these 2 are new though.
Like Chennai actually
for Chennai,
Jadeja,
Dhoni और Gaikwad तो ऐसा सदियों से चलते हैं.
But the reason Chennai couldn't qualify for that playoffs was because Pathirana got injured, and he got injured, or he went back to Sri Lanka.
Went back to Sri Lanka because he got injured.
Yeah, so I think that dented them. उनके पास फिर कोई bowler ही
in a massive way. Also, Mustafizur Rahman also had to go to Bangladesh, in the middle of the tournament. In the middle of the tournament, I'm saying. Yeah. So, does not help you when 2 of your important bowlers have to go back.
So, would you say that was one of their weakness as well?
Their bowling was a weakness after these 2. Like, if these 2 weren't there, Deepak Chahar, injury issues again.
Yeah. Moeen Ali injured.
बहुत सारी चीजें हैं. If you look at it,
I think injuries was
if you have to call it that, injuries were the real blow last season.
And also Ben Stokes, he was injured for the initial part of the
and then they could not get him into the side, so it's okay.
Went back. So yes, so one of those weaknesses was injuries, and also the fact that the impact that Ajinkya Rahane had in the season before that, he also got back his India jersey because of that season. You remember he played that World Test Championship final.
Was Ajinkya Rahane
but then he had a poor season
last in that season, by the way, 2023. You know what his strike rate was?
Oh man, crazy.
It was, I guess, between 170 to 175. 170.
And you don't associate that kind of hitting with Rahane.
And it was like suddenly under MS Dhoni, another player has just become this great player. In T20 especially, Rahane was playing a lot of T20 cricket before also. Yeah. For RR, for RPSG, even before that. So for that
impact that he had
he had that season, and he was not the regular starter also at the beginning of the season.
Played for KKR as well.
No, I'm saying beginning of the season.
KKR, so
I said other team also. I am saying
you can't put KKR in others.
Oh my God, भाई KKR की बात नहीं हो रही है, CSK की बात हो रही है. With Ajinkya Rahane, वो one season was like, भाई साहब क्या हो गया? तो हिंदी में कहते हैं ना, आत्मा आ गई है. He suddenly went like, he was coming smashing bowlers left, right and center. A Rahane we hadn't seen before. So
I think it was actually some other guy, and he
Thala
just
Magic.
put on that
Thala
J.K.
Magic.
Rahane suit.
No, Thala Magic. That was.
Yeah, but last season was not that
great.
great. He was tried on multiple
strike
positions,
rate,
but
strike rate fell by almost, I think, 120 or
even the
130.
average.
130 was a
So
strike
yeah,
rate.
so that was another weakness. Yes, we'll talk about their bowlers as well, but that was majorly due to injuries that they had. So I've clubbed that into
No,
one.
but Deepak Chair is like a perennial injury problem. I'm like, you can laugh, but
वो
I'm
बंदा
saying,
ठीक ही नहीं होता.
वो आता है, वो बेचारा ठीक होता है, फिर वो इंजर्ड हो जाता है, उसका इंडिया करियर अटक गया इसके कारण. मतलब you have to look at it. That guy
There was a season
has been bowling, like was
you
bowling so
remember
well.
he was picked by CSK for around 14 crores one season, where he was
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
highest
yes.
buy.
And did not get.
फिर injured हो गया, ₹1 भी नहीं मिला.
Like the problem with him is back issue, trouble, like recurring back issues. There are other injury problems. कभी hamstring thigh वाला issue आ जाता है. So like fitness wise, and that is one reason why I don't think they will even do RTM for him.
Yeah.
Because
So since you're talking about RTM, let's just tell the viewers
Okay.
कि उनके पास options क्या हैं RTM के. There's Devon Conway, there's Ravindra, there's of course Deepak Chahar, there's Tushar Deshpande, and there's Tikshana.
you know who I think they'll like do RTM for among all these.
Even if they do it at all.
They will do it. They will
So you're
get.
telling me that they will do an
They will
RTM
do it.
for?
Matlab, that's my prediction for Devon Conway. I think Devon Conway was the
Yeah.
cornerstone with Ruturaj Gaikwad when they won in
I agree.
2023.
I agree. I also.
I think that's last season he
So
could not
Rachin
play.
Ravindra
Last season
को-
had injury trouble.
See, then the fact
That's why Rachin Ravindra played.
Rachin Ravindra को वापस लाना मुश्किल है because they are 55
RTM.
crores.
That's what I'm saying.
Some
I
other
think
team will definitely go big on him and they will take him.
Conway, I think, will be back at CSK.
So it's
in
fair
the
to
yellow.
say that they can only bring one of them back.
And bowlers, though, I'm not even sure they will look at the same bowlers. Tikshana, okay, but again, you can probably
Not
get
Tushar
somebody else.
Deshpande.
Tushar Deshpande also.
He's played for India, na? No. I think he played the Zimbabwe series. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
But Tushar Deshpande, again, I think if you have to look at who's the best of these, okay, best player in terms of the impact also he had for CSK, I think it has to be Devon Conway. They missed him.
I agree to.
They missed
I
him
agree to
dearly
that.
last season. They missed that partnership he had with Ruturaj Gaikwad, where they, both of them scored so many runs, and they would provide them such fabulous starts. I think you need him back. So Devon, ये
start
discussion ही
अच्छी
खत्म हो
चाहिए,
गया.
start अच्छी
ये
चाहिए.
discussion ही खत्म हो गया. Love, you have to say कि CSK Devon Conway को RTM करेगा.
RTM करेगा. Let's see. दूसरे प्लेयर्स की बात करते हैं.
Okay.
Whom they might target. एक नाम है Rishabh Pant. Hear me out at least. I think we have discussed this in some other show as
दोस्ती.
well.
Retention के ऊपर जब हमने बात की थी, I guess. Yeah.
Maybe. So here's what happened. Some of you might not know about this, the people who haven't seen that discussion. So basically, Suresh Raina was at an event in Delhi, and this was actually told by Raina himself that he met MS Dhoni, and there was another guy with them that was Rishabh Pant, and he actually said कि ऋषभ पंत तो एक नई जर्सी में दिखने वाला है इस बार, and that was before Delhi actually released him.
See, नई जर्सी में तो दिखेगा ही आदमी रिटेन.
But तब तक रिलीज नहीं करा था.
No, but I'm saying if
And also,
you go for 20 crores, will
my point is
CSK
that
pay
his
20
connect
crores?
with MS Dhoni as well. What if? I know this shouldn't be done, and it's against the ethics as well of what IPL says. But then we know a lot of things happen off the radar as well. What if Rishabh Pant would have told Punjab Kings not to bid for him, and he actually wants to go to CSK because he's such a big MS Dhoni admirer?
Admirer के there, like you have to, when two
पार्टी
people,
करते घर में आना
when
जाना
two
है भाई.
people are spending vacations together, you know how close they are, and a lot of people feel that.
I mean, it's completely an assumption.
Uttaradhikari, a successor. A lot of people feel that Rishabh Pant is the one true successor to MS Dhoni in Indian cricket. Okay, so a lot of people feel that it is fine and it should be like how Pant should now move to CSK because Dhoni is about to retire. So once Dhoni walks into the sunset, Rishabh Pant takes over. Love, सब बात ठीक है. 20-25 करोड़ लगा हो गया है।
मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ, अगर उसने बोला है पंजाब को डोंट बिड फॉर मी, एंड व्हाई आई से पंजाब इज बिकॉज़ दे हैव द मैक्सिमम पर्स एंड वी नो फॉर अ फैक्ट दैट आरसीबी हैव द सेकंड मोस्ट पर्स, they are going to go after KL Rahul.
We feel
So
that, yeah.
so if the price doesn't go beyond 20 crores, let's say, is it feasible to bring someone like a Pant on board for CSK? Because to be honest, over the years since Suresh Raina's retirement, they haven't got a player of that caliber, and those shoes are left to be filled. Left-hander, middle order batter, explosive.
So Raina was mostly number 3, right? So Rishabh Pant has batted for number 3 as well, by the way.
For India as well.
T20 World Cup.
I'm just joining the dots.
No, you can join the dots. We can all speculate. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of CSK fans are also speculating the same thing. And a lot of Rishabh Pant fans are hopeful that this will actually come true. But I have to disagree, love. I don't think it will come true. Even though Rishabh Pant...
Hypothetical, but...
Hypothetical, yes, can be a choice for sure. But are CSK willing to shell out that much money? Because he might have said... I don't think he must have said anything to any franchisee. Yeah. At the end of the day, player also want big paydays, right? To an extent.
Yeah.
So why would Rishabh Pant miss out on 10-11 crores extra?
That 10-11
that Punjab Kings can shell out for him. See, I kid you not. I think Rishabh Pant will be a great asset for any side.
Yeah, I know now.
But then
I think about
another aspect I am telling you. Rishabh Pant will have captaincy aspirations.
Exactly, I was about to say.
Will have captaincy aspirations with any franchisee that he goes to.
Right.
And with CSK, he's not going to get that because Ruturaj Gaikwad, they have made it clear that he's going to be their captain. And he did not do too poorly last season. Gaikwad, you have to say...
पंजाब ही जा रहा है.
मतलब I think पंजाब ही जाएगा.
पंजाब ऐसी टीम है ना कि IPL गवर्निंग काउंसिल ने कॉल करा होगा, यार आप ना फोन में बता दो जो जो आपको चाहिए. इतना पैसा, you don't need to come here and then spend that much amount because इनको तो चाहिए तो मिलेगा ही. If they want Rishabh Pant, घर से बैठे बैठे बोल सकते.
I agree. मतलब यार, we have discussed so much about Rishabh Pant. Big name.
So since you're saying that Pant wouldn't be there,
because he has to be he wants to be a captain, I'm sure, in some franchise.
I agree.
He won't get at CSK.
Not happening, yeah.
So
Captaincy point, उसके बाद तो not happening.
Yeah.
But they still need someone in the middle. Glenn Maxwell.
Yeah.
Imagine him in yellow.
I have seen him in yellow.
Actually,
I have seen him in yellow. I have seen him win crazy matches in yellow. No matter what people say about Glenn Maxwell, we have also talked about his poor performances last season. A lot of people will focus on that. But you know, when it comes to yellow, even that color, there's a reason why there's a reason why he's part of that Australian side despite poor form. He might not score in 4 innings, but that one innings, like we saw yesterday against Pakistan, not yesterday, 2 days back, against Pakistan, was the first ball, Naseem Shah, he reverse lapping him for boundary and all. I'm like, what? That guy just does not care. That if he's gotten out twice on a duck to Harris Roth, he's like, I will keep playing the way I play. And in T20s, Maxwell can be a bit of a lottery. And we know Dhoni, the kind of luck runs with Dhoni, he could turn that lottery, in a match-winning lottery. And genuinely, Afghanistan ke against, you remember that knock he played in that ODI World Cup? It is arguably, if you ask people to rate ODI knocks, I think if not the top knock, it will at least be in the top 3.
Top knock, yeah. I still remember that day.
Winning that game from where they were.
Yeah, I mean they were chasing almost 300 and they were 90/7. I remember watching that match with my dad and I told him कि भाई तो हार गए. My dad was like, अरे नहीं क्रिकेट है कुछ भी हो सकता है. And I told him, यार क्या बात करो, यहाँ से 200 थोड़ी मार देगा.
Also
200 मार दिए.
Also I was looking at it like कि Moeen Ali था. He would bowl some overs of spin also. Maxwell,
he's good with the
Maxwell
ball.
Adds a lot of value with the ball. Absolutely. Very underrated spinner. He gets few wickets and you know, as I said, CSK have a lot of players like that. There's Shivam, Dube, who can tong the ball a lot. But Maxwell, भाई अगर सिक्का चल गया ना Maxwell का, he might end up winning his first IPL title with CSK also.
That's a long shot, but
I'm saying under Dhoni, you never know.
True, and since we are talking about players who can bowl as well, there's this certain someone who actually took 10 wickets.
10 wickets. Anshul Kamboj, a guy we saw with the Mumbai Indians, did not play a lot of games. Took a couple of wickets, I think, for Mumbai last time around. Bowls at a decent click, is not too old, 23, 24-year-old. Guy plays for Haryana, has taken 10 wickets against Kerala, guys.
In an innings.
In an innings, third time I think it has happened in Ranji Trophy history. So definitely there is.
So no,
doing
these guys
this,
will start clicking
doing,
just before the
doing
auction.
this before
now.
the auction, suddenly
Exactly.
you garnered so many eyeballs. And
especially a team like CSK who's known to pick up such fast bowlers.
Because you don't know, like Mukesh Chaudhary, Tushar Deshpande, players like that.
Ishwar Pandey.
Simarjeet Singh.
Manpreet Singh Dhoni.
So these guys can do things like that, CSK. And I also think, yes, that we have discussed these players. Anshul Kamboj, by the way, so can be a choice. But CSK also is that same Mumbai KKR loyalty factor. They will always try to get that, even if they cannot retain more than 6 players, they've retained 5. I think when they go to the auction, they're going to still look at 2-3 players at least from their old guard.
So मुझे लगता है फिर मुस्तफिजुर लेंगे.
Mustafizur can be a choice, yes. Mustafizur can be a choice. Was very good for them in bits. I think last season, 1 or 2 games he was smashed
that
also.
happens
But
with
that
every
happens to the
bowler.
best of the
That's
bowlers.
okay.
That happens to the best of the bowlers.
Given the type of pitches that you get in the IPL.
Even Jake Fraser-McGurk smashed Bumrah. So anybody can do anything on a given day. But वही होता है ना, for a longer period of time you look at players and then say कि he's a good player or a bad player. I think if you look at it like that, Mustafizur Rahman can be a choice. What about Shardul Thakur?
I seriously doubt. I doubt.
They got him back last time, but
hardly played.
Problem with Shardul Thakur is he goes for a lot of runs. I think his economy is a big issue.
We have arrived at a time where you'll have to look past names. Yes, he's the Lord. But then
Lord Thakur, Lord Shardul
Thakur. But then I think he'll be more suited with the red ball, but not too much with the white ball as of now. Given the type of pitches that you're getting in the IPL now, Shardul Thakur is prone to be hit.
Yeah. No, he got hit.
More than the fact that bowlers get you wickets, but then if he's getting a couple of wickets, but then getting tonked for over 10 and
even in
11
limited overs cricket, he gets hit. I agree, but he has this knack of picking a random.
He breaks
wicket,
partnerships.
Random wicket somewhere suddenly out of nowhere, and you're like, why? You did not expect a wicket to come.
He's a partnership breaker. I agree.
So
but then, I think you never know. That's completely personal. What I believe.
That's what I'm saying with CSK, because they would want 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe players who were part of their squad earlier.
I think more than the wickets in T20s, if you're economical, I think that plays a bigger part. I may be wrong, but that's what I think.
I think wickets are the ultimate weapon. Economy, yes, but wickets.
See,
if you take wickets, you stop the scoring.
These days. Everyone bats these days.
Shardul bats these days. I have got 1 game for KKR, he won with the bat. Last season, something like 50.
I think that was also against RCB where he scored a 63. I think something like that. But yes, that's one-off game.
Yeah. So who else?
I think
Tushar Deshpande, you never know.
No, yaar, we know for a fact that Tushar.
अरे भाई किसी को तो लेना पड़ेगा ना, इतना पैसा भी नहीं है आपके पास. You will need bowlers who have done
Obviously,
well for you.
They will. We are just talking about the big names that they can get. They can go for. Obviously, it's the mega auction. They'll probably get 20, 25 players, something in between.
What about Sameer Rizvi? We did not talk about him.
Yeah, for a finisher, yes. But then Sameer Rizvi tried really hard in the last season as well. You remember those first 2 balls that he faced in the IPL, he smashed for 6s. But then still, he couldn't leave that impact that someone like
Dube did.
Not a Dube, I'm saying other Indian uncapped players. For example, Amrish Raghuvanshi for KKR. The type of impact that those guys left, Sameer Rizvi fell behind.
Ankush Raghuvanshi.
I think KKR is going to go for it, and we have discussed that.
KKR will go for him, but I think CSK, you never know.
Raghuvanshi, I'm telling you this. Raghuvanshi,
he's going to be a big player in the future. Looks like that, right? Looks like that.
Ashutosh, Amrish Raghuvanshi, these guys, I mean, just wait and watch. I mean, बहुत solid हाथों में इंडिया का future, that's for sure, as far as T20s are concerned. But then let's keep it at that and let's all other people
इतनी
also
choices
decide
है ना
about the fact,
श्री,
yeah.
मतलब 1400 odd players हो आपके पास select करने के लिए, उनमें से of course the list will become much smaller than that, and then because it's the mega auction, so there'll be a lot of players that will not also fetch huge price. So I think marquee players तो सबके equally बढ़ जाएंगे.
If you're actually
but
talking about bowlers ना,
that Indian
right, so फिर तो मोहम्मद सिराज भी है,
मोहम्मद शमी भी है,
मोहम्मद शमी है, सिराज है, you have Bhuvneshwar
and Mohammad
Kumar.
Shami, the way he's been bowling for Bengal on his comeback, I think again IPL auction mein he's gonna fetch something big, because that guy, he's also got this tendency of taking wickets. Yeah, Mohammad Shami gets so many wickets. ODI World Cup, you remember how many wickets he got? The IPL seasons he played before that, Gujarat Titans ke liye highest wicket taker. I think for Bengal, the way he has bowled in this round, Mohammad Shami will also be a big, like, he'll
I
fetch
agree,
big money.
I agree.
Yeah.
But let's keep it at that.
Let's keep it at
because
that.
हम
And-
इतने सारे नाम बोल देंगे तो लोग क्या सोचेंगे ना उसमें, उनको भी तो
लोग भी सोचने वाले हैं,
उन्हें भी सोचना दो कुछ.
because I'm sure these guys also have got certain favorites.
Yeah.
You guys let
so
us
build
know.
your playing 11 or not
And,
exactly
and
a playing
also
11,
not forget,
but then
as I said, CSK would always want to get 3-4 players back. So who do you think they're going to get back at the auction? That's how teams like KKR, Mumbai,
there are
and
these
CSK
couple
function.
of guys who comment on our videos और वो proper pricing के साथ players बताते हैं, so impressive.
But do you think that pricing can work? Somebody wrote 3 crores for Ravindra and like,
yeah, but then that's the beauty of cricket in India, na? Everyone is an expert and they want to talk
that's
about
true.
the game.
We are also, हम क्या है भाई? We are also sharing our opinion. We are not we have not played cricket at international level or domestic level like that. But we have an opinion. We follow the sport very closely.
Yeah.
Watch every game for that matter almost.
And you know what? We want to keep it a discussion that anyone can have in their drawing room.
Absolutely. We love it. We love it कि मतलब आप घर पे अपने father, mother तो I'm not sure, but some mother, भाई, नहीं कई बहनों से ही बात करते हैं कि because like my sister like loves विराट कोहली, तो कई कई विराट कोहली पे discussion हो जाता है. So those things, I think it's like friends मिलते हैं, 5 friends मिलते हैं, and you have lots to talk about, right? So that's how we are, like 2 friends meeting and discussing, and you are also our friend now, our viewers, because आप सभी जो प्यार दे रहे हो, we are very thankful for that. Suddenly we can see that our channel is also growing and we want more of that. We'll keep doing these videos for you to get your opinion also, and we do read your comments, guys.
And do also tell us if you want us to come live probably and take few of your questions. We can also do that.
We can also do that. So do let us know in the comments, because that IPL auction is coming very soon. We're going to decide whether we should be doing some lives and we leave it to you. Basically, if you tell us, we will do lives. Otherwise, we'll keep doing these videos after every major buy or after every round of major buys. So that's one thing. Do let us know again. And if you have not, guys, subscribed. And if you like our content, please do leave us a comment, subscribe, like, share it with your friends. कि ये दोनों बातें कर रहे हैं, हम जैसे बातें कर रहे हैं, मजा आ रहा है.
मजा आ रहा है, बट ठीक है,
मजा नहीं भी आ रहा तो सॉरी, मतलब कुछ चीजें you might not like what we say, but वो हमारा ओपिनियन है, आपका ओपिनियन डिफरेंट हो सकता है.
You may differ on that, and we are completely open.
We can agree to disagree as always.
True. So thank you so much everyone for watching. We'll see you in another video where we'll talk about some other team and their IPL retention
बची 2 है ना,
strategies.
बची ही 2 है.
There's DC and SRH.
Yeah.
जल्दी आएंगी. See you.